What's up guys, I'm ChasingLamely, welcome back to the city of Lameville on City Skylines, and today we are going to finish building our amusement park because that has kind of been in the works for a while. As we have a little guided tour around the city, you can see people bustling all over the place. The city is getting busy and things are going great. So let's come back out of this and we'll go straight into city buildy mode. Right, between episodes, I've done a little bit of a building job, assuming this thing actually ever moves at the speed I'd like it to. It's been a little bit slow today. Yeah, I put in a new train station. This is the new area we built yesterday. We built last episode, which wasn't yesterday at all, for you or me. But yeah, this is the new housing area we built. It's starting to fill in quite nice. We've still got some housing demand, so people are not quite filling in as much as we think they would. I put a train station in on the edge of it by the roundabout, sort of to build this kind of buffer zone between this industrial kind of complex here and the housing area, and just give people a way in and out. It is open to intercity trains because I've also built next to it this kind of shopping area, so it's a leisure area. This car park is the the BPL mod that you can find on Steam. It's very well worth it. Essentially, it's a big modular car park. It works really well. You need the Fine Road Anarchy mod to make it work. I tried to use it on an episode I think before, and it didn't work, and I figured it out and it's working now. Next to it, of course, we have our City Hall, which is just sitting there nicely making us some cash hopefully, and then again next to that we have the Temple Complex. So the BPL stuff, the side roads, the border roads, you can actually build off them. They do work like regular roads, which means I've been able to make this nice kind of square area. We've got nightclubs around it and all sorts of things, cafes, restaurants, mostly cafes apparently. There is a couple of pubs around. I think this is a pub here. Yeah, little things just to keep people entertained, which was essentially my goal with the whole thing, just to have something a bit more interesting happening between that and the industrial area and give these people a reason to get excited. But the place we're going, when we get there, like I said, it has been a little bit slow today. I don't know why, it's quite annoying. We'll get there, come on, there we go. Is Amity Park, which hopefully we're not going to skip right past because it's having a little moment. You watch it have a little moment for a little while, and we'll see what happens. Right, so yeah, and you'll remember I tried to build this housing area down here, and I found out when I built this connecting road up here, that actually the trouble I have with this little area is that, yeah, it's not flat. It's largely useless kind of scrub area. These helicopters, by the way, I need to sort out my helicopter lines because there's so many people waiting for helicopters. I don't know why there's so many people waiting for helicopters, but I've got the maximum number of helicopters on this line. There's a bit of a helicopter jam, and there's actually still too many people waiting to make that work. It's really strange, but we'll figure that out eventually. But yeah, we're going to work on Amity Park because that feels like the right thing for us to do, and hopefully we'll do it in a kind of time frame that doesn't drive me slightly mad. So let's throw on some paths, just make it all work nice and easy straight away. Like I said, we're doing the amusement park, so it's going to be a thing, because also I figured out, because I had a path running between these two estates, that I could make a path work here, but not necessarily anything else, which is interesting. So we're just going to try and sort of turn snapping off because no one needs that to snap right now. We'll try and bring these things in around. I say around the actually quite useful wind turbine, because you know, it's actually quite useful. Essentially, it has been useful having it there. It connected up some power to essentially our earthquake monitor, which we have there. We'll bring that around in a big old loop. Why not? Let's connect that up to there. Will it let me? Will it let me take it underneath? It will. All right, we'll take it underneath there. That didn't go as well as I'd hoped. I'm not gonna lie, that did not go as well as I'd hoped. Right, let's see if I can bring that over or at least connect those together. Just use the straight one, why not? We'll connect those together, and then we'll connect that up here. Slope too slow, of course it's too steep. too easy for it not to be too steep, wouldn't it? Too easy. Okay, let's try that again. In a way that makes the park accessible, please. We'll connect it to there. That'll do. Okay, we'll make that work somehow. Maybe connect that up onto somewhere here. Unless we connect. Yeah, let's connect it up there. Oh, of course, it's not going to play today. Why would it do that for me? Right, let's go with that. We'll use that as a basis for our building. And we're just going to try and add a bunch of stuff to it. Really, that's kind of my plan. So we'll go little road there. Well, I say little road. It's very clearly a path. Connect that up. Just give people options to get around. That's all we're doing. Because obviously, when you go to say Alton Towers or wherever your Alton Towers equivalent might be, you don't want to be able to, or to have to walk around the entire park. When I was in Poland doing the video I did for the sort of precursor thing to Passport to Poland, where I was actually in Wrocław, I went to visit Wrocław Zoo, and you know, any thoughts you might have on zoos aside, it was a nightmare to navigate. So I kind of learned a lesson from that, and we're going to try and apply it here. Let's try and connect that up maybe. That will work perfectly. Right, let's see what we can get inside our amusement park. What have we got here? The first thing we've got is an amusement park plaza, and I'm going to hope I can get things to squeeze in. It will sort of flatten out the land as it goes, or at least that's the hope. That's the theory. It will flatten out the land for us as we go, and will make things start to come together for us. And if not, we'll just anarchy it in, because why not? I've earmarked this area now, and I'm going to make it work. It can go there. It can go there. We'll lose the path. That's not the biggest round. In fact, I didn't want that to do that, did I? I didn't want it to do it. It didn't select the thing I was trying to plot, which is not helpful. Destroy that absolutely. Bang. Jobs are good. Right. Let's throw that wherever we can fit it. Actually, it'll fit there. That's nice. That's nice. Don't know what that was because I didn't look. An amusement park cafe. This, I guess, is going to be some kind of information-y booth, because they usually are. If, of course, it chooses to work for us. A souvenir shop. Well, souvenir shops, generally speaking, go quite nicely next to entrances and exits. It's just a case of where can we squeeze that in. There? Yeah, we can. In fact, that's pretty central for the whole thing. Because it's a souvenir. Is there a souvenir shop too as well? There isn't a souvenir shop too. Of course there's not. Okay, we'll put another one at this end of the park. We'll stick some toilets somewhere fairly central, because, you know, always helpful to be able to find the toilets. What is this here? A game booth. Well, it's an amusement park. It's got to have some game booths. We'll put a couple down. Why not? You'd think that the wind turbine would be an issue for me, and it is. But oh, we've got rotating teacups and a piggy train. Well, my God. We can make it all work. Yeah, it is an issue, but also I need to sort of have that power, that source there. Why is that going to try and destroy that road for me? Let's put it that side. That path. I'm going to have to stop calling it a road. Right, piggy train. The piggy train can probably go up here, and it does. Good. And then the teacups. We'll put the teacups somewhere alongside it, just to make the park start looking nice, and then we can kind of have a little shifty, make sure we've used everything we can use. What's this? This is probably some kind of fence. It is. We don't really need a fence on this amusement park. We'll see how this looks. It's taking shape. I mean, I will do some kind of landscaping, treeing thing at some point. Just have a quick check on how we're doing for people coming into the park. We need to get another 768 visitors. Oh no, this goes the other way, doesn't it? So we need to get another 1800 visitors to get to the next level, and that has got us pretty solidly happy to get to the next level. The other thing I've been doing, while we wait for that, this park, which is looking alright. It's not looking, considering I've built this into a mountainside and I've not had to anarchy anything in. That's looking pretty solid. I'm going to see if I can bring a path maybe across there. Just because it would be nice to have that a path between these two things. Up here maybe, and then round. That will do. Has that built a bridge? Probably has. It looks like it has. Oh well. Yeah. Just little things just to make that work. Right. Yeah. While we're letting that kind of ruminate on its existence, we need to have a look at the Career Institute as well, which has been an issue for us. And I'm gonna open this up to the comment section actually, because I feel like this is going to be a community effort once we get there. Really got to do that RAM upgrade. I can't wait for this lockdown to be finished so I can obtain the things I need to do the RAM upgrade. It's driving me slightly mental. I hope you guys are doing okay with the whole thing, by the way. But yeah, it's driving me slightly mad not being able to get access to the things I need to do RAM upgrades. Yeah, we're having trouble with the Career Institute though. I'm struggling to get enough students. I mean, we've got enough academic works to get us miles up it, I think pretty much to the top level. We've got enough campus attractiveness. There's nothing I need to do to improve that. I've tried using the policies and stuff, as you kind of just saw, to try and get the number of students up, but I cannot figure out for the life of me what I'm doing wrong in terms of not getting not being able to get more students in. I mean, it's connected up crazy with bus lines. There's all sorts of dormitories around. I've put in parking all over the place, so the parking can't be the issue, you'd think. Yeah, bus lines, there's an underground station, a metro station there. The only thing it doesn't have nearby is a train station, and I can't imagine that's making a great deal of difference. There's even a taxi rank for as much use as that is, because I don't think I've ever seen anyone use a taxi in this city. Don't even know why I bothered putting it in. Yeah, so I'm a little bit none the wiser, and yeah, if you guys have got any ideas, that would be tremendously helpful. This junction's looking a little bit sketchy, I'm not gonna lie. I think I put traffic lights there, and I've forgotten that I put traffic lights there off the top of my head. I'm not going to check because I can fix traffic off camera. Let's have a look, see how our theme park is getting on once we get there. I thought it was doing a save then, and it wasn't. It was just being slow. Yeah, apologies for the slowness. Like I said, I'm desperately doing an upgrade on this computer, but unfortunately circumstances are against me. But I also want to be able to get the content out, so we're going to have to kind of agree to ignore how bad it is at the moment. The park definitely needs to get more people in. I shouldn't have any issues with the attractiveness. See if we can get any policies in. Animal ethics, I mean, we haven't got any animals in there, so that's not an issue. We should probably do an advertising campaign on it. Is this the main park? Yeah, why not? No fine for fireworks, definitely fireworks every night. We will do more fun. I know it's going to cost extra money, but hopefully it will get more people in, and we'll recycle all our garbage, because why not? Is that just for nature reserves? Is that what they just said? It is. Fine, we won't spend money on it then. We won't spend money on that. We just need to get the people through the door. That's really the issue with this park. It is, like I said, it's the main city park now, so that should inspire more visitors. Because literally that is what it needs. It's not necessarily in the best location for it, but I didn't know what else to do with this area, because the hill that was there before was kind of ugly. So there wasn't a lot I could do with what was there, and beforehand. So I tried to just kind of make the best of it, and that was what I came up with. Obviously, if you guys have other ideas, I'm more than happy to destroy this, and we'll work on it together. Let's see if there's anything I can throw in there to make it work. Nature reserve stuff, no. Can I throw general park stuff in here? I don't know if I can. When I say I don't know if I can, what would go in there is the question. Well, it's an amusement park, so you don't really want to be playing sports. I guess a riding stable, if it will go. Will a riding stable go in? Oh, geez, let's take most of the park. There's no reason to have a football pitch in there. Skate park, I guess, maybe an amusement. You think that's going to be played roadside anyway? All right. Well, I guess that's not going to work out. We'll just kind of let this build up people. Like I said, it literally just needs visitors. That's just what it's waiting on now. It's visitors, and it should start turning a profit and all sorts of crazy gubbins. So yeah, just that was a kind of quick park build. We've left enough path space as well where we can throw in other buildings as and when they become available. I'm not sure how happy I'd be with an amusement park in my back garden, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm just trying to make a nice place to live, guys. That's all of my plan. Just make a nice place to live. There's bus stops down here as well, by the way, so they can access it. I think there's a bus stop more or less outside here, yeah. So it's not like they can't get across. Although in fairness, there's no crossing between there and here. I don't know why. I need to get the. I think I need to get the crossing mod. Getting the crossing mod there will probably help. But that's something I can do off camera. This side they can all access it. It's not a drama at all. There should be ways and means and things of getting to it, so it shouldn't be too big an issue. But yeah, that's what's going on with there. Let's have another look. I'm not expecting much to have changed, I'll be honest. But you know, we're still 1,700 visitors away from being anywhere near increasing our things. Also works out quite nicely because people who just want to go from one side of here to the other will just pay to walk through the park. Might grab like a t-shirt or something on the way through. Just, you know, you spilled your coffee on your way to work or whatever, so you just thought, hey, I'll grab myself a t-shirt. I don't know how that works. But yeah, otherwise everything is kind of taking over nicely in the city. This entertainment area we built a couple of episodes ago. It's done quite well. The traffic's not building up. There's not people using it as a cut through for any particular reason. As far as I can tell, no one's using it. I've not really checked actually, but I don't think anyone is using it as a cut through. We can use the traffic routes tool and we can click on a road and we can actually see. In fact, I say we can see. That's not the best way to see at all. The best way to see is to throw a road. Look at this road. Sorry. If it will let me select it. Come on, let me select this road. The highway ramp. So yeah, nobody's using it as a cut through, which is what I planned. They are literally just using it to get in, which is really good. I'm glad that's worked out as well as I thought it would. We'll see from this side as well. No one's using it to cut through stuff, and I'm presuming this side is much the same, except with a couple of trucks just in case. Yeah, so that's nice. That's working out really well. That's working exactly the way I wanted it to. Which is good to see. So there's a pro tip if you need to build something in amongst a bunch of I say a pro tip like I'm actually a pro, but if you want to build something in amongst a bunch of freeways, use a roundabout system going opposite in direction to the highway, and yeah, that should give you the ability to build and have that kind of nice splitting of traffic, get people in without anyone doing cut throughs. So there's that. What is going on with this traffic? That's something I can possibly fix. I don't know what's going on there. Let's start by quick traffic fix. Why not? Let's use that. That's the Control S using Traffic Manager. I'm on 11.4 as you can see. For reasons of I haven't updated it yet. That should have been done when I set the road up, but to be honest I just forgot. So that should hopefully split the traffic, and we're gonna maybe no lane switching there too, and let's just have a look, make sure things are looking at. I don't really want people lane switching there either, so here would be the ideal place. That should help split that up. And then just to make sure we can get onto the roundabout as well, we're going to drop that speed limit on the roundabout, and this would annoy you in real life if you discovered this had happened on a roundabout you use every day. All of a sudden we're just going to drop the speed limit down to 25 from 65, because that way we should give the cars more time to get out, and that should, hopefully, you can already see it freeing up a little bit. That's working out alright. We just need this truck to be a bit more sensible. I mean, actually, to be fair, there is no reason they couldn't lane switch coming on to the roundabout. I just need to have a quick check though, because I've got a feeling, just a gut feeling, there's a junction restriction missing there, because these things shouldn't be coming on. Yeah, don't enter the block junction. Don't do that. Not okay. Not okay. I don't know why, because I definitely set this up with Traffic Manager, and for some reason it's not doing its thing. So let's do a very quick Traffic Manager type setup. There and there, you should be able to go right through. That should work okay. Hopefully that should solve the trafficy problem. Hopefully, although I say that, why are you still right? That should work. Let's just make sure these are on as well, because that's going to be important. Give that a click. And hopefully that should solve that problem. I don't know why that wasn't set up, because I'm pretty sure I set that up when I built it. Maybe it's lost something whilst it's been saving. But there's a quick traffic fix done. We just need cars to make their way onto the roundabout now, and we'll hopefully start seeing this backlog of stuff clear up, which would be really nice, because it's just unnecessary. Oh, you've moved. You've moved before I could delete you. You've done okay. There is actually probably an argument that they shouldn't need to lane switch anywhere down there, because if I let them change lanes coming onto the junction, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. No lane switching there, and then when we come into the junction here, we'll say you can switch lanes, and that hopefully will do the job. Hopefully. Without causing too much extra drama. We'll see how this shakes out, because that'll be the last car lane switching, and hopefully everyone will just keep moving now. Hopefully that will be the plan. I do need to sort out possibly crossing of roads here too, because that's probably not helpful having that on. Let's turn off any crossing here, because for some reason, even though I've used highway roads, it seems to think you can cross there, and you probably shouldn't. Just pro tip, don't run across a roundabout. That should start clearing up quite nicely. We'll let that run. We'll let that run for a bit. It will start going down. I've got pretty much faith that will start going down. It will work out quite nicely. Let's see where we're at with the theme park. Get things going. It's going up. It's going up. Okay. I think what we're going to do is we're going to throw a small cut in here, and then I'm going to come back once it goes up to the next level, and we'll add the next few buildings, and we'll see what we can do with it. Just while I wait for that part to do this, and this is what I was telling you with the helicopter lines. You can see here I've got 28 helicopters running this line. Every single one of them is full, and every single stop has enough people for 2 more helicopters. And I can't find a helicopter in the workshop that has more capacity to enable me to run less helicopters. So again, if you've got any ideas, please let me know, because this is right. I'm contemplating taking the helicopter lines out purely because there's such hassle with not being able to get enough people on the helicopters. It's not being ideal for me. So, you know, any ideas, let me know. The transport lines are all running very weirdly, and this one isn't too bad. It's not massively overrun. There's only 3 stops, but you know, I've got this running down at sort of 6 helicopters, and it's more or less ticking by okay. But then if we go into line 2, you know, you can see the number of passengers. Again, that's running at pretty much max capacity, and there's just more people waiting than I have helicopters for, and I don't really understand how I'm supposed to handle this. There's a lot of helicopters there with nobody on them. They're just queuing for this one, behind this one thing. So I've reached that point where I've actually got more helicopters in the air than I have space for in the air. But if I drop them down, then I don't have the ability to pick up the passengers that I need, which is really annoying. There's not really anything I can do to help either, because they're all next to things like metro stations. They've all got bus stops nearby. There are other options. You can pull out a car and get on the road if you really want to. I mean, this stop here shouldn't be too bad. In theory, it shouldn't be too bad, because guessing it's this one. Yeah, because there's 8 people waiting. Because this just happens to. There's a dead guy there. This just happens to be for the oil area, but yeah, I don't understand. Like I said, answers in the comments. How do I, or if you know of a mod, I say a mod, if you know of an asset, a helicopter asset that will take like triple the number of passengers, that would be amazing, because then I can start saving money, because we're hemorrhaging money right now, and that is not helping us at all. So yeah, that's a thing that we need to take a look at. We're going to come back in the park though in a second and see what's going on. Okay, so we've finally got ourselves a park up to now 3-star standard. It just kind of jumped a couple whilst I was sorting out some traffic and stuff. It just went up and up and up. We're on our way to the next level as well. We're just waiting for more people to enter the park. So I said we'd get there. I said we'd get this park to a reasonable kind of place. Let's get back into the amusement park things. Let's see what new things we've got, because it didn't give me a pop-up, which didn't help. So I am none the wiser as to what we have in here. We've done the piggy train. We have done the rotating teacups. What is this? A swinging boat? Why, yes, this reminds me of my misspent youth playing theme park. If anyone wonders how you end up streaming or YouTubing City Skylines, it's a fair bet the game theme park is involved somewhere. I'm sure that goes for almost everyone that does it too. Theme park is almost certainly involved somewhere in the process. So that's the horrors. We have a bumper cars. Bumper cars needs to find. Let's just turn that off because that's annoying. Bumper cars. We've got nothing really up here. Connect it up to there. Why not? Give them the bumper cars there. What's our next thing? The next thing we'll have is the drop tower ride, which needs to be level 4, which we're nowhere near getting. Nowhere near getting at all. Let's see if we can see any of these things actually in action. Why not? Because that looks precarious at best. Feel like I should have seen that before. Let's use the move it mod and let's take care of that problem by dropping that down. It's going to make the it's going to stretch the cliffs out around it. But it'd be nice if people didn't have to do a small amount of mountain climbing. Too far. A small amount of mountain climbing to get to the carousel. That would be nice. I don't know why this map, I think it's one of the original maps, it doesn't seem to interact too well with a lot of the newer content. I'm not sure why, but they don't seem to be friends. That could probably drop down a touch too, why not? Yeah, they don't seem to be reacting to each other very well. I'm not sure why. But yeah, just an observation. Old maps don't seem to work well with the new DLCs. But also, I'm sure this is a controversial thing to say, I actually think the old maps are better than the new ones. I think they're nicer to build on. It's an opinion, of course, but it's also my channel, so my opinion. But yeah, I think the new maps are much nicer to build on the old ones. It's just the way I see it. Let's just see if that's flat. Is that flat? A lot of this is not flat, it's got to be said. A lot of this is going to be very uneven. Let's drop that back down. Come on. Down. Less down. Less down. Right, that's looking better. That's looking slightly more tidy. We can probably fix a lot of these down as well. Just make them look a bit more like, nice. Thing is, it's not like, as far as I remember, I didn't have Anarchy switched on when I built these. Although it's started to look a little bit like I might have done. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It started to look a little bit like I might have had Anarchy on when I put them in. Let's give that a move because that shouldn't really go there. Will it squeeze in better alongside there? That looks slightly more even, doesn't it? Let's do it the old-fashioned vanilla way. Rather than using the move it mod, we'll do it the old-fashioned vanilla way. We'll try and make things look at least a little bit respectable. It was always going to be a bit 50-50 whether or not we'd be able to get things built in properly. But we'll see how it works. Why is that not flattened out the terrain around it? Usually it does flatten out the terrain. Today it is not flattening the terrain. Is there a way to just move? If I move that to the other side, presumably it will flatten the terrain. It did. Weird. How very strange. It doesn't like it when you put it the other side, but yeah, there we go. That's slightly better. That looks much nicer. Much nicer. Will that work? Will it work as well with that? Let's make that work too. Why not? Too steep. Too steep. Too steep. Too steep. It's going to destroy the path, which we don't want. That's a bit better. That's a lot better. That looks nicer. Right. Okay, things we've learned. Apparently, don't build with the Anakin. That actually looks okay. I'm not gonna gripe over that a little bit. That's functional. That is ugly. I said this map not interacting very well with DLC. I don't know why. I don't know why it doesn't. Will that go better? It seems like it's happy as long as it touches. You know, as long as the entrance part touches something vaguely flat, it seems happy. And I don't know why, because that's unnecessary. Unnecessary stuff there. Sure, come on, there we go, that's flattened that out. No, it hasn't. Why is it not flattening that out? Alright, we're going to play Move It mod, and then we're going to end the episode, because that's going to be undesirable, leaving it looking a mess. Because I don't like leaving stuff looking a mess if I can avoid it. Let's sort of connect it up, sort of. And I could just Control H and then click on that, and hopefully that will bring it down to that level. No? If I Control H and bring that down to that level. That level? Or any level? Come on, do a thing. It used to work. I don't know, I'll figure that out off camera because that's driving me mad. I don't know why that's not flattening. This might be one of those times where I send it to Biffa as a fix my city, but like, can you make this look less like I've just chucked stuff on piles of dirt, because I don't know what's going on. I do not understand. I don't understand. We're just going to assume that's working. Let's just have a quick check just to see how Amity Park is getting on in terms of shift and move it mod. Right, so this is going to keep going up. I'll keep building it up in the background. We'll come back to that occasionally as we do with other stuff. Otherwise, things going on. There seems to be some happiness going, which means a team won. Presumably the football team won. I usually get a thing by now. What's the date? It's 46. I'm guessing there was a win of one of our teams. One of our teams just won a thing. There was a wave of happiness across the city. So that's going alright. Let's have a look at the Walnut Career Institute if I can ever find it. Still struggling for people, but it's there. It's just waiting for the academic year to end and that will go up. So to get people to go, I connected up a whole bunch of direct bus routes from all over the city, extra bus routes, and also I threw down a load of parking around the campus, and that seems to have done the trick to get people in. Nothing too strenuous. I found there's a mod. This mod is the Modular Parks Parking. You can find it in the workshop. I don't know who made it. I forgot to write it down. But yeah, Modular Parks Parking. Add that in, and that does wonders. That's actually easier than the BPL that I mentioned earlier, but doesn't give you quite as much flexibility. The other thing I've done as well, because I noticed I was getting a lot of traffic up by the airport from people pulling out their pocket cars, I put in a giant BPL car park there that literally 6 people are using, but I imagine that will start getting busier. We'll see how it goes. If it works, it works, and I've added some public transport because the traffic there was horrendous as well. And we'll see how that becomes a thing in the future. Right, I want to wrap up the episode, guys. Thank you for watching. As always, if you've enjoyed the episode, hit like and subscribe, and if you haven't enjoyed the episode, still hit like and subscribe, because only mean people hit the thumbs down. Until next time, guys, I have, as always, been Chasing Lamely, and I will see you very soon. Have a good one.